Hey y'all, it is my birthday eve. And wow, it's getting late y'all's time if you're back east because it's almost 5 here. Obviously, sun's still out there. And it is warm again today. Even with a cloud cover, it was warm. And had my neighbor come over and we talked a lot about the solar power system. And people keep laughing at me. They're like, you only think you're going to stay here in the summer. We'll see. I think I can. I think I can. And I would kind of love it if I'm able to do that. But I do have a backup plan, and that is to make sure that my truck is available. That now it doesn't have air conditioning either. Not an issue. I just figure I will go. I've got friends that are in higher altitude. I can go north. I can go east. I can go camping in my truck. And I gotta find me a dog. I think I might have told you the local animal shelter. I've known some really nice, excellent pit bulls in my day, but that's not the kind of dog I'm looking for. I'm thinking more golden retriever, giant poodle. Or a mix of the two would be awesome. But, I think I've said this before. That's what I paid for my truck. I can't imagine that I would pay that kind of money for a dog. I don't care how adorable they are. Okay, I'll stop now. A couple of things. But I'm going to do this first. Thank you for everybody who has entered for the drawing for the little bookmarks. I'm thinking when I go to bed tonight, which probably won't be too long from now, because I did not have a nap. My nap time, I was talking to my neighbor, and then I realized I need to go down and see about my mail, because it's Monday. And look, I got cards from my friends. And yes, happy birthday cards. This one is from Debbie. I'm not even going to try to say your name. You know who you are. Because I will mutilate it. I am sorry. Especially it's funny after me and my whole name thing. Oh, that was something I would like to say. The girl I saw at my reunion who said, well, we always called you Demirs. Well, she was highly insulted. That's why I said, but you said it wrong. But she was offended. Like I had done something wrong. Like all of a sudden I had changed my name to do something else. And that's not what happened. So I'm just conscious of it. And if I know your name, I'm going to use your name. And generally, I'm also not going to use a nickname. I have a real hard time with that too. Because as a mama, I gave you that name on purpose. So I try to be respectful of the other mothers. So here's another birthday greeting from Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. It's so fun to get birthday cards. I've gotten a lot of birthday cards. It's more birthday cards than I've gotten the last few years. Did I just show this one? Yes, this is Debbie. Okay, and that was Sharon. And oh, look at this. So cute. Oh, this one's got like a letter. And it is from, oh, that would be my Voxer if you heard that beep, beep, beep. Melanie. Look, she sent me a puppy. How cute is that? So thank you, ladies, for your lovely gifts, the cards, and wow, your handwriting. That's amazing. How beautiful. I have never been able to print very well. Not print. Cursive. Cursive. My sisters, oh my goodness. They both had the most beautiful penmanship. And it didn't matter how hard I tried. Now, I have an unusual handwriting, but I never had pretty handwriting, I don't think. And I didn't really consider it a character defect. I was trying to compliment them. They have beautiful handwriting, and I would much rather them have signed something for me or wrote on something that they gave me than me put my my scribble on it. So anyway, it has been a nice day. And I am much better from the cold thing, even without I did go by, I can't remember who told me, but you sent the video, and I went and looked, and it was lemons and ginger and garlic and honey. I couldn't find any honey. And I kept thinking, well, I could use maple syrup. And that'll make it sweet, but it doesn't give the same properties. So now I have, I don't know, see them right there? I bought a whole bag of lemons. And I do have ginger. And I may make some of that. Somebody suggested a neti pot. And I have used a neti pot before. But the last time I got really sick and it was in my head like this, the doctor recommended this. It's just a saline spray. It doesn't do anything except for help some up there anyway. And so I'm still working on that. So, but I also realize that I am tired. That could just be because I'm old. So, I don't know. I've changed so much over the years. Now, I used to make a list, and I would aim for 3-5 things in a day. I would make a list at the beginning of the new year of all the things I wanted to do and the books I would read. And now I'm like, okay, if I get one thing done today, one good thing, I'm good. I'm trying to think, did I get anything done today? Nothing of what I really had thought that I need to do, but I did get something done. I actually socialized today. I'm really not that much of a hermit. I'm just slow about those things, making friends and going to gatherings and stuff. And there's really just a lot of things that may have been of interest to me in years past, but, Abba has changed me. And I begged. I begged for years and years and years, and it took time because I'm stubborn. And sometimes I'm foolish. And sometimes I'm determined to have my own way. Sometimes I'm too busy sinning. Wow. Please don't ever think that I have arrived. It's just that I am in a new stage of my life, and because I figure, biblically speaking, I'm probably down to about the last decade. If I'm going to do anything, I better do it now. Because, people say, oh, but you get 80 if you're strong enough. I'm barely making it now. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to be stronger. Well, maybe in some ways, but physically, man, this body is wore out. Took a beating in my younger years. And I did too much. I work construction. Yeah. The sissy girl. The crybaby. I work construction. Almost had a heat stroke. It was in July. And I didn't work it for long. But I did it long enough to say I did it. And I've been a CNA. I was trained to be a certified nursing assistant. I went to college, community college, to learn that. And I did that for a while. And let's see, what else have I done? Oh, I was a cashier at Lowe's, home improvement. My favorite job ever until they made me head cashier. And then I hated my job. Politics, messes everything up. So I didn't do that anymore. I've worked at Wendy's, hamburger place. My first job was at a Hardee's. I've worked in nursing homes, kind of as a CNA, kind of as a housekeeper person. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I homeschooled all three of my daughters, the two youngest ones, the whole way through. My oldest one, she went to elementary, and in the 6th grade, bless her heart, I brought her home. Changed her life forever, for sure. I know it changed mine. And, oh, I worked in a laboratory, like a pesticide laboratory. Not as a technician. I tried that for a little while, and I'm like, I hate this job. So yeah, I didn't do that for long. Oh, when I was a teenager, my last year of high school, I worked full-time in a hosiery mill. Yeah. It was like 3 to midnight. Oh, I'm telling you, it was torture. Because I never got a Friday night, because I worked Monday through Friday nights. And you're a teenager. I needed more sleep. I didn't get home till midnight. I worked till 11:30. I think it was like 3 or 3:30 till 11:30. And I was exhausted. I was an exhausted teenager. And I lived in a little tiny house. Imagine me living in a little tiny house with a little tiny bathtub. Had no shower. And I worked at that hosiery mill, and it was something that you don't know that has to happen to socks. There's always a thread left over at the top. It's like this long. And there were these little, it looked like this. It had a little vacuum thing, and it had a little razor blade in here. You'd hold the socks up there, and it would suck that thread in, and then you'd cut it off. And that's what I did. I did that from my whole senior year in high school. So I didn't see the pep rallies. I didn't go to the senior picnic. Didn't go to the prom. So everybody, when people were like, I love the high school. No, high school was not that much fun for me. I was glad for it to be over. Just give me a diploma so I can get a job. So then my first big job, Wachovia Bank, also known as Walk All Over You Bank. And I worked in the trust department. One of the few people who go to work at a bank and are not a teller. I was not a teller. I was a, what did they call me? A file clerk. I love that job too, because I got to deliver the mail with a little mail cart. I love that. And for the whole trust department floor in a big old wonkin' building in downtown Winston-Salem. So it was a fun time. So yeah, I've done a lot of things. And I have always tried to make and sell stuff. And I have been successful many times. And one of the most joyful times I had was when my girls were young, and I taught them also how to make things. I mean, everything from, there was knitting and sewing and all kinds of crafting and making jewelry and all that stuff. And then we would go to the farmer's market and set up a table every Saturday, bless their little hearts, because we had to get up at 4:30 in the morning. And we also sold baked goods. I used to grind my own berries and then bake my bread and sell it at the farmer's market with my daughters. We called it my sister's farm, and we had a great time. And that went on for quite a few years in their teenage years. And, oh, of course, I've been a housekeeper. Used to have my own little business. And that was fun. Hard work. But I love working independent. So it was nice. And so, gee whiz. I guess I've given you my whole resume now. And I wanted to let you know the giveaway. I am going to make the video private when I go to bed tonight. So, on your mark, get set, go. Let's see, it's 5 o'clock. So you got about 4 hours. So whatever time that is for y'all. So if you want in on the giveaway, or on the drawing for the giveaway, you've got like 3 or 4 more hours. And in that way, because it might take me all day to write down everybody's name and do the whole thing. So thank you for all the people who have gotten in so far. That's exciting. And thank you for my birthday cards. How exciting. Oh my gosh. I'm really going to be 60. Another decade. I don't even know what to say. I love y'all.